If you're looking for the cheapest coins in Madden 23, head over to AOEAH.com. They are fast and reliable. And make sure to use code WOLF for 3% off. Link is in the description. Now, I hope everybody had a good new year. However, it is time to get back to work, back in the lab. Time to elevate your game to the next level. Now, if you're new to Madden, I make this video once a month just to explain the coaching adjustments and zone drops to you guys. You take it into your own schemes or whatever you're doing to practice and get better and implement what I tell you. Now, if you've been on Madden for a while and you've watched these videos, not a lot has changed because pretty much the meta has stayed the same. But let's talk about the coaching adjustments. However, if you are new to Madden, you're going to need a scheme. We have schemes in the members area. We have defensive, we have dollar, nickel, over. We have the 4-6 defense. We have the wild trio weak. We have the Trey Y flex. We have the bunches coming, so stay tuned for that. Tight offset, tight end. Full scheme breakdowns for a very small fee. Trust me, get your hands on it. Let's talk about the coaching adjustments. Now, when you're on defense, auto flip defensive play call on. If you're new to Madden, leave this on. That way your defense aligns to where they're supposed to be. Now, one of the main defenses that you need to leave this on for is going to be the cover 3 defense, because your inside third, your middle third, whatever you want to call it, if the trips formation is on the right side and your deep blue is on the left side, your middle blue, you're already out of alignment, which means a seam route is going to be wide open against that defense. So if I were you, I would leave this this defensive play call on. Now, if you're running other defenses like man, this really doesn't matter, okay? Unless you're setting up blitzes. Probably want to turn this off. If you're a heavy blitzer, probably want to leave this off as well. Now, if you look at when you leave it on, the CPU will flip your defensive play to best match the offensive formation. It's going to help out tremendously, especially in those cover 3 and those cover 6s. Auto alignment, you have default, which everybody comes out to their default. The defense will align according to their default alignment rules. However, you can switch to man. So if you're running a cover 2 zone, you can still make it look like man defense. Okay, and then you go to base. So people that want to hide their defenses, like you don't want to show a cover 4 or a cover 2, or you don't want to show a cover 3, these guys will come out in their base formations according to what the default patterns look like on the plays. Let me show you what I mean. If I click over here in 4-3 under, look at all the X's and the dots, right? That is their base alignment in this defense. So if you turn it to base on, they're always going to go to where those dots and those X's, they're not going to line up to nothing. They're going to just go to those positions. That's how your defense is going to start. Now, it could work for you, could work against you. It just depends on the situation. Ball in air defense, you have the swap ball mechanic, which in aggressive catching situations, I would leave this to swap ball and then not click on. However, you can tell them to play the ball, and AI will play the ball in 2-man catch situations. However, if it's a 1v1 corner route and he gets locked in a play ball animation and he's nowhere close to the ball, it's pretty much a touchdown. Swat ball is going to guarantee they at least attempt to throw the ball swatted away no matter what. So, like I said, it just depends how you want to play the game. Now, typically I use swat ball toward the end of the half, end of the first half, toward the end of the game. If I'm not looking for a turnover, I'm just looking to win the game, I'll put these guys on swap ball. And they also work really good if you have acrobats on your defensive team. So if you're a defensive minded, you have the acrobat ability, these guys work pretty well with play ball and swap ball. Cornerback matchups by height in the red zone, so they don't ag you. You can try it in the middle of the field. However, remember that if you do this by height, they don't match by speed or depth chart or overall. It's going to be by height. So you could have someone slow, but he's just as tall as the wide receiver. So this is why I utilize this right here in the red zone. And then you have by speed, the fastest cornerbacks will match up versus fastest receiver. This could be crucial if you're running a lot of man defense, which is the meta, by the way. Run man blitz, cover 1, things like that, cover 2 man under. You can run this by speed and have your cornerbacks match up pretty nicely. The option defense, if I never touch this until the quarterback runs with the ball. So if he runs an option play and keeps the ball, I put this on conservative and I leave it there the whole game. We ain't doing that. All right, we're not going to play that noise. I would rather get smoked by the running back, which is rare in a 4-3 even 6-1 defense, than get smoked by the QB because my defense bit the running back instead of the quarterback. So we put this on conservative and it'll focus on the QB on the option. Now, if you're running a run-stopping defense, you don't need to really worry about the con because these guys still play good defense as far as stopping dives and whatnots. Strip ball, if you need a turnover, it's aggressive. If you need to hold the ball, or I mean like lower break tackle chances, like you're playing a Derrick Henry or someone tough like a Bo Jackson, put this on conservative. It's going to help you out. However, if you need the turnover, it's aggressive. And if you're just trying to play just a default game, then it's on balance. Same thing right here for tackling. Aggressive, you got to be careful because higher chance of broken tackles if you mess up and fake outs. So if someone's not running on conservative with their ball carrier, they're going to get you with the fake outs, and it's probably going to work on you. And then you have the conservative. Now the con to this one is it increases chances of allowing yards after contacts. However, the AI defenders will tackle conservatively. It just depends on who you're facing and what you do. I typically just leave it unbalanced. Zone drops, pretty much the most important things. The only thing you need to remember is that, wherever you put this to is how far back they're going to drop. Now, in curl flats, they'll play close to the numbers in curl flats, however far you want them to go back. And in cloud flats, they'll go outside the numbers toward the sideline further. Now, these kind of like flip, if you're dropping someone from the line into a curl flat, they won't go as far back as if you put someone like in a cover 3 with a 3 red hook coming from the top of the field. So if it's a safety that's supposed to go into a cloud or a cornerback and they're up there on the top of the field, then they'll play better than someone coming down from the line of scrimmage playing a cloud flat. It's just weird that way. And then right here, zone hooks, if they need a lot of yards, you want to cover the back of the field. Like say they need 15, it's 4th and 15. Put these yellows, man. You're running a cover 3 or cover 2. You want those vertical hooks or those hook zones to play 15 yards back where the line of scrimmage is. You can put this to 15. However far they need to go, you can put this to, and these guys will drop back that far. Mobile QBs, you can leave it to 5 or 0. They will drop down very low. Just be careful because they can just throw it over your head in the middle of the field. Now, zone coverage, you can set it to match. So if you're running a cover 3 match or cover 4 quarters, you can turn this to match, and your zone defenders read the routes of the receivers to determine coverage responsibilities. So like I said, you're going to run match defense, which is the cover 3 seam, which you're going to, the cover 3. There's matchup principles in cover 3 match. There's cover 4 quarters, cover 4 palms. Those type of defenses, you probably want to put that to match. Now, on offense, okay, let me go ahead and just do this. A lot of this stuff right here, I don't mess with. The only one I mess with in my gameplays is ball carrier. If you don't want to fumble the ball, but you want to give up juking, you don't care about spin moves and looking flashy with your run plays, put this to conservative, and you'll probably never fumble the ball. However, if you're in the red zone, you need a yard. It's late game. You need that 2-point conversion. You could put this to aggressive. The higher chance of triggering auto break tackles, but you do have an increase in fumble chances. However, be very careful with this one because you will fumble the ball. It's very important that you understand that. Now, as far as offense, the meta right now is man defense. So if someone's running heavy man defense on you, what a lot of people like to do is they like to come to the tight offset tight end. This is going to be a full scheme breakdown. It's in the members area. Want to learn this scheme from a tight formation because it's beneficial to help you try to go against the man defense and the meta that is like spinner. And I'm going to go over a play in here in the next video. It's going to be a run play. It's going to be part of the scheme that's in the members area, and it's going to help you tremendously. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you drop a like, subscribe if you're new. Love you guys, man. Peace.